Why do you follow me?
She is beauty, she is grace, she is the 5 feet 5 inches legend who defied every industry expectation to become a fashion cult icon. From being Karl Lagerfeld's muse to replacing Naomi Campbell as the face of Versace at just 16, Devon Aoki quickly rose to iconic status. She defined the Y2 K-It girl aesthetic we're still obsessed with today, becoming the blueprint for every cool girl look you've ever pinned on Pinterest. But here's the thing, why Devon? Why is everyone from Rihanna to Gen Z fashion girlies still obsessed with copying her vibe? And even more amazingly, how did a girl who once thought she was too small end up overshadowing some of the tallest, blondest supermodels of the 90s? Before we dive into all of that, look at me actually making a video without taking 3 months to make it. Honestly, I deserve an award for consistency.
You deserve an award.
And yes, I see your comments. I know you've been asking for a video on Kate Moss. Don't worry, it's coming. But for now, grab a snack, get comfy, and let's dive into the Devon Aoki effect. Alright, let's rewind to 1982. Devon Edwina Aoki, yes, that's her full name, is born in New York City to Rocky Aoki, the Olympic wrestler turned Benihana king, and Pamela Hilberger, a jewelry designer with German-English roots. Sounds fancy, right? Well, hold up. This isn't some trust fund baby tale. Devon's life was more chaos than couture at first. She's bouncing between New York City, Malibu, and London. 2 parts American, 1 part British, as she puts it, and growing up with a wild family. She's got an older sister, a younger brother, and 4 half-siblings, including DJ Steve Aoki, yes, that Steve Aoki. I know, they literally have the same last name, but somehow it never clicked for me either. Oh, and she's aunt to model Yumi Nu. It's like a reality show waiting to happen. Now here's where it gets interesting. Devon wasn't dreaming of runways. Nope. At 13, she was obsessed with the Ramones and sneaking backstage at a Rancid concert in NYC to meet them. Picture it. A tiny mixed-race kid, Japanese, German, British vibes, blagging her way past security just to meet her punk idols. And then, out of nowhere, a photographer's like, "Hey, can I shoot you for Interview magazine?" She's like, "Sure, but only if you introduce me to the Ramones." So, Devon's got her interview shoot, right? She's like, "Sweet, I met the Ramones, I'm good to go."
Well, have a good day, bye!
But hold up, things are about to get wild. She starts modeling at 13. 13, y'all. That same year, her godmother's like, "Oh, you need to meet Kate Moss," and bam, hooks them up. Next thing you know, Kate's signing her to Storm Agency. Can you believe it? I was still agonizing over whether my hoodie clashed with my backpack at 13, and Devon's out here kickstarting a whole career with Kate freaking Moss as her fairy godmother. But wait, it gets crazier. Fast forward to 1997, she's 14 now, and Nick Knight, the photography legend, shoots her for Visionaire. She's rocking this alien chic Alexander McQueen top, petals spilling from her forehead, one misty eye, like, is she a model or an intergalactic Barbie? It's that iconic. Then, she's starring with Kate Moss in Primal Scream's Kowalski music video, car heist duo vibes, total badass energy. She later told Vogue Australia, "In those early London days, Kate Moss and I made a music video for Primal Scream's track, Kowalski, playing a car heist duo. You could say it was a warm-up for my role as Suki in Too Fast, Too Furious." She's what, 15 and already out here filming heist videos with Kate Moss like she's auditioning for Hollywood? I'm sorry, but that's not a teenager. That's a tiny action star in the making. That same year, 1997, she makes her runway debut, Balenciaga, Comme des Garçons, early stuff. But here's a teaser twist. Her career doesn't really pop off yet. That happens in 1998, and oh boy, it's a game changer. Karl Lagerfeld catches her vibe during her early modeling gigs. She spills the tea. They were about to send me away. I'd shown up with my school backpack, but he saw something in me that others didn't. I am forever grateful to him. Karl picks her, and at 16, she's his muse, the youngest Chanel muse ever. She's closing shows as the Chanel bride, holding his hand on the runway. And check this footage from an old interview. She's still rocking that school backpack life.
Just finally, are you going back to school, or have you taken time off now?
I took today off school just for the shows and everything, but tomorrow, which is Tuesday, I'm going back the rest of the week.
What grade are you in?
I'm 11th grader. For now, fashion is cool and school is cool, and I'm happy with the whole thing.
Are you hearing this? She's 16, ruling fashion, and still acing 11th grade. Like, what even is time management? And later on, their bond gets so tight, they're faxing poetry to each other. Like, actual poetry. She dished, He introduced me to the work of Brancusi, and we shot a story where I became a Brancusi sculpture. Oh, and get this. Karl was all about handwritten letters, not just faxes. I mean, who else was out here swapping poetic love notes with Karl Lagerfeld like it's some high-fashion poetry club? And it doesn't stop there. That same year, 1998, she replaces Naomi Campbell as the face of Versace. 16 years old, snatching Naomi's crown? Oh, the drama's off the charts. But here's the catch. Her height's a total nightmare. She's 5 feet 5 inches, the shortest girl on every runway. She admits, "In modeling, my height was a big challenge to overcome because I was pretty much the shortest girl on the runway whenever I was doing the catwalk. The clothes didn't fit and the shoes didn't fit. Picture her wobbling in size 10 heels with her tiny size 6 feet, dresses swallowing her whole, and yet she's owning it. Now you think that'd slow her down, right? Nope, because this girl's unstoppable. She's gracing covers left and right. US Vogue, Japan, Korea, you name it. Numero Tokyo, Harper's Bazaar. But it's not all glam. She's juggling this insanity with school. Okay, let's talk about why Devon wasn't just another model. She was a vibe. Rule of 3 time. She had the look, the attitude, and the versatility. Half Japanese, half Western, with those dreamy freckles and a face that screamed otherworldly, she didn't fit the blonde-haired, blue-eyed mold. She says,
Are you surprised that things have sort of happened so fast
Yeah,
since then?
totally, because it's not like I'm stereotypically beautiful, you know. I think my look is quite different, you know what I mean? And I'm not as tall as the rest of the models, so I never would have thought that, you know, I could be modeling with the rest of these, like, you know, girls.
but that so-called difference, it turned her into fashion's ultimate muse. Designers went nuts. Chanel, Versace, Jean-Paul Gaultier, she's walking for them all. Photographers like Jürgen Teller and Nick Knight turn her into everything. A cyberpunk warrior, a prim princess, a kaleidoscopic hippie chick. She's a chameleon, right? Like, one day she's in a fuzzy lilac Chanel sweater with pom-pom earrings, the next she's closing as the Chanel bride with a pink mohawk. I mean, who else could pull that off? And oh, Jeremy Scott? Totally obsessed. She became his ultimate muse early on. Think spring-summer 2001, channeling Ariel in a Little Mermaid-inspired look. Then fall-winter 2002 to 2003 in a purple geometric lady suit that screams bold. She had the range before we even started calling it that. And then there was her Y2K era. If you're on Tumblr, Pinterest, or anywhere in the fashion girly corner of the internet, you know Devon's 2000 look still hit today. Baby tees, low-rise jeans, butterfly clips. Devon was the poster child of early 2000s style. And her personal style? A mix of streetwear, vintage gems, and high fashion. Her ability to make every outfit feel effortless is why she still serves as a fashion reference today. And why every fashion girly today is still trying to crack that code. But Devon wasn't just a model. She was an it girl with a cinematic edge. In 2003, she stepped into Hollywood and cemented herself in pop culture history as Suki in Too Fast, Too Furious.
What's up, Suki?
What's up, Bullet?
What do you say we kick it a nickel?
The pink leather pants, the cropped top, the attitude, it's an entire aesthetic at this point. And get this, she didn't even know how to drive. She spilled,
When I got here, I didn't have a license. I had never actually driven before. I had driven a golf cart around, of course, but that was the extent of my driving experience. So it was crazy because when I got here, they're like, so you know how to drive, this will be easy. And I was like, well, not really.
She didn't just learn to drive, she had to learn race driving. And let's be real, that's insane. Like, I struggle with parallel parking, so I can't even imagine. And she did all that while serving looks so fire that Rihanna straight up swiped the whole vibe for her Fenty Beauty campaign in 2019. I mean, pink boots and attitude? That's Devon's DNA right there. But here's what I can't wrap my head around. How has she not shown up in any of those later Fast films? Suki's story just fades into nothing. We need a closure for her story. You can't just leave us hanging like this.
I never got closure.
And in 2004, she's Dominique in Debs, this chain-smoking French girl with the cutest accent.
Coffee, black. Oh shit, you're put it here. Don't be an idiot for once. It's unbelievable.
Puffing away like it's her signature move and sipping black coffee like it's her lifeline. She's strutting in that school uniform like it's fresh off a Paris runway, honestly. Who else could turn plaid skirts and knee socks into that level of chic? I tried pulling that off in high school once, and let's just say, never again. And no, you're not getting pictures.
No, don't laugh at that. Don't.
Anyway, back to the Queen in 2005 hits, and she's Miho in Sin City, this silent assassin swinging a katana with 0 words and all the menace, flipping from flirty rebel to deadly shadow like it's a casual Tuesday. She's not stopping there. 2006 drops DOA, Dead or Alive, where she's Kasumi, a karate fighting warrior out to avenge her brother's death with some killer moves, and War, where she's holding her own with Jet Li and Jason Statham like it's no big deal. By 2008, she's in Mutant Chronicles, diving into dystopian madness with that cool girl edge. TV? Oh, she's on it, popping up in Entourage and House MD, sprinkling her magic all over the small screen. And music videos? She's a total scene stealer. Fergie's MILF in 2016, Steve Aoki and BTS's Wasted on Me's in 2018, just dripping that signature Devon charm. But by 2009, she's like, catch you later. Bye! She dips out of the spotlight to focus on motherhood, raising 4 kids with her husband, James Bailey. But wait, the story's not over. She's keeping it in the fam and flexing her legacy. Her daughter, Alessandra, serving mini Devon realness in Guest Kids' Spring 2018 campaign. Like, how adorable is that? Aoki Jeans already slaying the game. And rewind to September 2007, she's out here designing a capsule collection for Levi's Asian market called Levi's Plus D. She dished, it's called Levi's Plus D, the D is for Devon. We're doing everything from denim to swimwear, you name it. I get inspired by vintage pieces you can't really get anymore. And then, oh, hold the phone. She's back in the modeling saddle because you can't keep an icon down. In 2017, her longtime pal Jeremy Scott comes calling and she's like, bet. She's strutting for Moss Key Nose Resort 2017 show, popping off in their Sephora collab and Hugo Boss campaigns. By 2018, she's closing Scott's spring-summer show hand in hand with him, his ultimate muse, Reborn. She's in American Vogue editorials, Nordstrom ads, and even hits the Met Gala for the first time in 2023 with Scott, rocking a black and white mermaid gown for Moss Kano. Oh, and catch this, posing with her daughter Eleanor in Vogue, Japan's November 2023 issue, serving mother-daughter magic. Okay, so why's Devon the icon everyone's still copying? 3 reasons. Her style, her defiance, her realness. That Y2K aesthetic, low-slung jeans, baby tees, butterfly clips. It's her. And don't get me started on her makeup. The blushier tones, that dewy glow, the freckles popping. Everyone on TikTok's out here trying to recreate that Devon face, and I'm like, good luck, sis. Rihanna's channeling Suki. TikTok's remixing her looks. Her 2000 catwalk shots are plastered all over Pinterest. She didn't just model, she invented cool. She fought the system too, making space for short girls, mixed race girls, weird girls like me who never thought we'd fit anywhere. She turned too small into unstoppable, and that's defiance we stan. And she's real. None of that trust fund nonsense. Yeah, I know her dad owned Benihana, but hold up. She was emancipated at 14. She said it herself. I think people like to think I'm financially dependent on my dad, but the fact of the matter is, I've been emancipated from my father since I was 14 years old. Yeah, she was a Nepo baby, but not the kind handed a free ride. She built this empire on her own terms, with her mom's support, not a silver spoon. She didn't just wear the clothes, she set the trends. She didn't fit the mold, she broke it. And that's why, even decades later, we're all still chasing the Devon Aoki effect. Decades later, she's still the blueprint. But what's your favorite Devon moment? Her Y2K model era? Suki's Fast and Furious debut? Or maybe that unforgettable Met Gala look? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear it all.
Other than that, thank you so much for everything.